Wolverine, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. So yeah, we're getting Wolverine back once again. We had him appear briefly in a Ghost Rider Wolverine crossover miniseries that happens either earlier this year or last year. I can't remember. I did cover that series. I can't remember when that was. The series is going to be written by Benjamin Percy, who anyone who's familiar with him, he's the same guy who's done pretty much all the other Ghost Rider stuff. So we're going to be basically following the current Ghost Rider continuity. And we start off with a quick flashback recap of Mephisto talking about how he has a bunch of worshippers and demons and stuff, and his favorite servant is BAGRA-GHUL. BAGRA-GHUL is the main antagonist during the Ghost Rider Wolverine crossover miniseries. Basically, what happened was there was this kid who his parents conceived him in a cemetery during a cult ritual, which allowed this demon to kind of possess him. And as he was growing up, he would murder people and then use their bodies to create like this grotesque gore art and like pillars and stuff of corpses. It was pretty cool looking. And eventually, like, he didn't want these powers anymore. Like, he doesn't want to be possessed by this demon, obviously, because the kid himself is not terrible. Like, he's not a bad kid. It's just the demon that's making him do this evil. So basically, they decided to transfer the demon into Wolverine. So Wolverine got the powers of BAGRA-GHUL and became HELLVERINE. And Ghost Rider was able to fight HELLVERINE and not destroy him, but seal him into this monument. And they assumed that maybe he was dead or something, but instead he was healing and hibernating, and eventually he rises again. So he breaks loose. And then we cut to like a montage of just basically different parts of the US where we see like shitty things going down, like people coming in containers and being sold as slaves. A priest who is losing control of his church, so he starts drugging the wine. Yeah, basically Wolverine shows up and he kills the would-be slavers and he murders the priest. So basically Wolverine's going around, he's killing a bunch of sinners. And then that's when we get the government doing something stupid, like they always do when it comes to these series, where there was like this elite fire team, and there were 6 of them, but 5 of them were killed. Only 1 survived. And as soon as the funeral for these 5 soldiers is over, the government goes in, digs up their bodies, takes their corpses, and basically starts empowering it with hellfire. Because they're going to use these soldiers' bodies and infuse them with demonic powers so that they can create super soldiers. Because that sounds like a good idea, right? Like, these guys never freaking learn their lessons. Like, every time, like, they try to create super soldiers, it always ends up backfiring. But hey, maybe this time we're gonna get it right. I mean, how hard is it to control a bunch of demons and stuff, right? So, yeah, they decide to do that with these 5 soldiers and put them in weird armor for some reason. And another thing that kind of like popped up in my head, it probably won't bother you, but I find it funny that these are supposed to be like super elite soldiers and they have like long hair and stuff. And I don't know, like, have you ever seen a soldier? Soldiers cut their hair short for a reason. It just seems kind of weird to have these soldiers with really long hair, but whatever. This is just me kind of nitpick with it. So yeah, they infuse these soldiers with hellfire, and then rather than following orders, these soldiers start going on a murderous rampage. Yeah, how can we not have seen that coming? So they go on a murderous rampage, and the government, Project Hellfire, are like, well, that happened. We got to do something to stop these guys. So they decide to kidnap Wolverine. So they hunt him down, shoot him with a bunch of tranks. Then he wakes up. Hey, soldier, we need you. There's these weird demon army. And yeah, we don't know where they came from. It's like lying right there, which is probably going to come back and bite them in the butt. But yeah, we need you to stop them. Like, we saw what happened when you were Wolverine, and we believe that only Wolverine would be able to stop these Hellfire soldiers. So we need you to unleash your Helverine powers and go after these guys. And then Wolverine's like, you guys are idiots. I'm not Helverine. I had that power, but then the Ghost Rider took it away and we sealed it into this monument. So I don't know what to tell you. And the government guy's like, well, that doesn't make any sense because here's photos of Helverine just not that long ago going around going after a bunch of sinners. And Wolverine's like, well, that's not me. So, yeah, we find out who the Helverine is. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's not Wolverine. So Wolverine is not the Helverine. Pretty sure maybe some of you can kind of guess who it is. Just kind of think of other characters who might have powers similar to Wolverine. You'll probably be able to figure it out. But yeah, that's Helverine. I would say it wasn't that bad. I wasn't expecting much just because I'm like, all right, Wolverine with Ghost Rider powers. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, but I'm not really expecting anything all that great out of it. But yeah, I mean, Benjamin Percy, once again, he delivers. I've been enjoying his Ghost Rider stuff. I have some problems with some of the stuff he's written. Mostly just, I feel like he has, he sets things up really great, plays them out really great. But then when it comes to defeating the bad guys, like ending his arcs, he's not really all that great when it comes to like finales and stuff. So other than that, he's been doing a really good job with the Ghost Rider series, minus Final Vengeance. Well, let me rephrase that. Final Vengeance is a stupid idea, but he's doing the most he can with that idea, and it's not terrible, but it's not something that I would have wanted. As for Helverine, artwork is good. Story has me interested. I wonder if Ghost Rider is going to come into play or if Wolverine's just going to go lone wolf on this thing. Because usually, like, if you're dealing with hellfire demons and stuff, you want to get Ghost Rider involved. But maybe Wolverine isn't going to do that. Maybe he's just going to try to tackle down Helverine and these hellfire soldiers on his own. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, basically, government does something stupid, messes with powers they shouldn't be messing with, create a huge problem, and now we also got this other demonic creature on the loose, and Wolverine has to come up and clean up the mess. That's basically the gist of this series, or at least this issue. But it was good. I liked it. If I were to grade it, I would give it, I don't know, maybe like a 6 out of 10. It was good. It wasn't like phenomenal or anything. Possibly a 7. I'll say like, I usually don't do points, but this is like a 6, 6.5 out of 10. It was entertaining. It was good. I enjoyed it, but it's nothing like fantastic or anything to write home about. It's just like a good, entertaining read. Kind of picture like, you know, dumb action popcorn flicks. That's kind of what this was. So there you go. There's Helverine, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.